Liverpool are finally back to winning ways in the Premier League, and I am so happy because it's our first win in the league since the beginning of the year. So it took us up until the final day of January to finally get a win. But I'm not complaining, honestly. And like, it was such a comprehensive win against a Newcastle side who are also trying to get into the top four in one way or another. This is a side that just drew against PSG on Wednesday. So getting a 4-1 win today is not anything I'm going to complain about, and it was such a wonderful performance. Florian Wirtz, goal and assist, Ekitike, 2 goals in less than 3 minutes, and most importantly, Ibrahima Konaté, after such a turbulent few weeks, getting on the score sheet, having an amazing game at the back as well. He was amazing. He was fantastic. He was defending. He was so good in terms of all his interceptions, his blocks, his headers, and then to finally go up on the other end of the pitch and actually scoring a goal as well, dedicating it obviously to his dad. And you could see the emotions he was feeling. It was such a wonderful performance, and I'm really, really happy for Ibu. I'm happy for all the players. I'm happy for the team, and it looks like the top four charge is back underway. But let's talk about what happened in this game and how important this game was. Honestly speaking, before the game started, I was worried. I'm not even going to lie to you, I was very worried because our form in the Premier League has been really, really poor. Liverpool had not even won a game throughout the year. And even before this, we had won 5 in like 18. So the record was not good. The performances were not the best. Although I have to say that in the last 3 or 4 games, Liverpool have played a lot better. So my criticism of Slot has reduced a bit. And right now I'm trying to, push myself back to being Slot in. I'm not fully Slot out. I'm not fully Slot in. But I feel like with a performance like this, with a performance the way we played against Karabag, we need to build on it. We need to go win the next game. And the next game is against Manchester City, so it's going to be a really, really tough game. But ultimately, like I said, first win in 2026, I am not complaining. And I'm really happy about that. And I hope that we can continue getting more wins. But it was such an emotional night for Ibu because, he just lost his father. Very, very, very tough situation to deal with. You can never, ever tell how anybody's going to deal with these things. And it's not easy to deal with a loss like this, but he came back today and helped the team so well. He was good defensively, he was good going forward, he was excellent in this game, and you could see that the moment he scored, you could see how emotional he was. And you know how the Liverpool fans are, you'll never walk alone. They were singing it for Ibu, and you could just tell the love of the thousands of people who were at the stadium for this man and everything that he's gone through for the past 2 or 3 weeks now. So ultimately, you have to say that it was a good performance for him, a wonderful night for him as well. Obviously, he can't stop feeling the pain. That is something that you can't really deal with in an easy way. But I think this was a good performance that lets him know that he can keep his head up high and continue to move forward. But let's talk about the other goal scorers. First and foremost, let's talk about Ekitike. This man is probably the best signing for Liverpool this season. And I know that the signings have come in, and obviously it's been a really difficult spell for them because Liverpool have not been playing well. Liverpool have gone through quite a lot in terms of losing Jota. I know a lot of people are saying it's been a long time, but you never know how to fully deal with grief. But ultimately, you have to say that Liverpool have not been at their best. But one man who has been at his best throughout the time he's been at Liverpool is Hugo Ekitike. He scored a brace today. He now has 10 Premier League goals. And you just have to say that this guy is the real deal. You can tell how much he loves Liverpool. You can tell how much he cares about the team as well. And he's really fighting for that place to be the number 1 striker in the team. And I know we have a striker like Isak who's injured for now and out of contention to play. But when he comes back, it's not going to be an easy task to put Ekitike on the bench. In fact, there's a world in which I want to see the two of them play together, but it's down to Slot to decide whether or not that happens. But 2 goals literally in a space of 138 seconds, really, between the 41st minute and the 43rd. And the 2 goals were well finished. Like, the first finish was really good. The second finish was really good. And you just have to see that this guy is the real deal, like I said. And even when he was going off, you could see how he was so passionate and cheering the fans on, like telling them, keep going, let's keep going. So it's really nice to see it, honestly. And I'm happy to have signed a player like this. But more importantly, there was another player who did so well today and was the man of the match, according to the Premier League. He got a goal and he got an assist. His name is Florian Wirtz. Now, I know there was so much criticism before like before the past few months in terms of Wirtz and his performances, everybody was looking like, how do you sign a player for over 100 million, like 117 million pounds, and he's not scoring, he's not assisting, he's easily bullied off the ball, but he needed time. He just needed time, and now he has fully settled into this Liverpool squad. Now, for the player that everybody was looking at and saying that, is this guy good enough? Like, why did we spend so much on this guy? I think everybody can start to watch and see how good this guy really is. In the past 11 games, he's had 6 goals and 3 assists for Liverpool. So that means he's averaging like a goal or assist like in zero point 0.9 or something, or zero point 0.8 of every game. So I honestly think that he's been fantastic, and the way he's played, the way he's settled into the team, I'm really happy for him. And I think we haven't even seen the best of Wirtz yet. I think there's a player in there that he's going to show how good he is. He's going to show his worth. We saw what he did at Bayer Leverkusen, and this was literally after him recovering from an ACL injury, which is quite a difficult injury to deal with and to recover from. But the fact that he came back and he scored so many goals and was so important for Leverkusen in their unbeaten season in Bundesliga. Yes, it slowed down a bit for him last season because, they weren't as good as they were before the season before, but he's showing how good he can be, and he's still such a young man. He's still in his early 20s, so I think there's a lot for him to offer for Liverpool, and I think he's been a fantastic signing. I know that everybody is thinking about how fast can he get a goal, how fast can he get an assist, but now he's starting to show how good he really is, so I'm really happy for him. But once again, one important thing for Liverpool now is that they've climbed up the table. Yes, they're still sixth, they're still fifth, and if Manchester United win against Fulham, they'll be sixth again. But it's really important that Liverpool got 3 points because, like I said, at the beginning of the season, or at the beginning of 2026, from the beginning of 2026 till now, Liverpool had not even gotten a single win. So finally getting a win when Manchester United have started getting wins as well, Chelsea have started getting wins as well. You saw how good Chelsea were against West Ham, coming from 2 goals down to win a game. That's the first time since 1987 or something like that, and the first time in the Premier League, as the brand it is now, that Chelsea have come back from a 2-goal deficit to win a game. So you can see that the rest of the teams who are challenging for the top 4 are starting to click. They're starting to get things right. And it was only right that Liverpool were able to get another win, or a big win today, to keep that distance really, really small. So big win for Liverpool. Big win. And I don't know how big this is going to be for the confidence of the team, but like I said, it's just good to see Kirkes playing well as well, getting an assist for Ekitike. Ekitike getting 2 goals. Florian Wirtz getting a goal and assist. Another good display from Van Dijk, good display from Konate. Alisson was also really good. Szoboszlai playing at right back, as we don't have a right back right now. Good performance from him. The only issues I would say we've had so far have been our wingers, and I think that it's a matter of time before we either change something or we have to find a way to get replacements down the line, because I know that Salah has been not at his best this season. I still think he's going to end up clicking, but you also look at it that his age may be telling on him, but I just think the way things have slowed down from last season to this season is a bit alarming. I don't think it's anything that is too much to worry about because he is a good player, but today he just looked off it. Like, he was unable to get past his marker. Crosses were always intercepted, passes were intercepted, his finishing was a bit off. I think there were like 2 or 3 chances where that on a normal day, Mohamed Salah is going to bury those at the back of the net, but he was not able to do those, and he was just making it to the side netting or shooting completely off target. So I think there is a lot of improvement to happen from our wings. It's been probably our weakest part of the field for the past few games, but I think there's something to work on. But more importantly, like I said, this win eases the pressure on Arne Slot. Like, I have been very, very confused about whether I want him to stay or not. I think for a manager who won the league last season, I do not want to see him being sacked in the next season. But you have to say that there are things he said recently, there are showings of poor football sometimes, and it wouldn't be shocking if he was sacked. But I do think that if he can continue getting the results like he started getting them now, maybe, just maybe, we're going to see Liverpool playing a lot better, and the pressure on him and the people saying that he needs to go may actually calm down. Like, he has to go out swinging, because the truth is, no matter what anybody is going to say, his job is on the line still. But 2 wins in a row, 3 in the last 4, you have to say that, okay, yeah, we're starting to play a bit better, and Liverpool are starting to go back to what they used to be. This was more of the performance that you expect from Liverpool. Like, there was so much pressure. They were really pressing up the field, and they were defending really well. It was like everybody was well gelled, and they had an idea of what they needed to do to get the win. So I'm really happy about that. But more importantly, we have a game, a big game coming up next week. There's no game this midweek, so all focus is now on Manchester City. Now, as much as I don't want Arsenal to win the league, as much as I don't want them to win the league, and I think their biggest challengers will Manchester City, I also do not want to lose to Manchester City. I also want to win at Anfield against Manchester City because I'm a Liverpool fan. I would never want my team to lose or draw. I want us to win at all times. So it's going to be a very big game. Manchester City, they play Tottenham tomorrow, and that result could really determine how well they play against us next week. But ultimately, I'm happy with the result, and I want us to continue this momentum because if we lose to Man City, then Slot is under pressure once again from the fans. Or if we draw against Manchester City, depending on how we perform, if it's not up to par with the way we've been performing in the past few games, then there's going to be pressure once again. So we need to win that game against Manchester City. Even if it makes Arsenal get some more points at the top of the table, I do not mind as long as Liverpool wins a game. And then from there, I go back to supporting City and trying to catch Arsenal again. But ultimately, I'm very happy with a 4-1 win. We had a 6-0 win the other day, and I was trying my best not to get too carried away. And a 4-1 win this time is a good result, especially against the team that just drew with PSG this past week. So, good result. Hopefully, we can continue the momentum. That's where the question now lies. Can Liverpool continue this momentum? And if they can, I will be so happy and so grateful and so overjoyed, to say the least. So, let's see what Liverpool can do. If you have gotten to this point of the video, I really do appreciate your time and listening to me. Full transparency, I recorded this and my microphone was not connected, so this is my second time recording. So if the energy is a bit lower, that's probably why. But I really do appreciate you if you've gotten to this point. Please don't forget to like the video, share with a friend, leave a comment, let me know what you think in terms of my presentation, in terms of the game itself, how you think Liverpool can go forward. I would really appreciate that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.